Hello everyone, welcome to G Auntie's Kitchen. Thanks for being here. I made this coconut rice and I had it with beef. Please watch how I prepare this beef, which is delicious, it is moist and it is not dry. Please continue watching and subscribe. So these are the things I will use: onions and the habanero pepper separately. Find out why later. Green pepper, red pepper, yellow pepper, and onions again. With the spices, I've got black pepper, curry powder, paprika powder, thyme, white pepper, seasoning cube, and turmeric. Coconut milk, homemade coconut milk. It's coconut rice, salt to taste, vegetable oil, beef stock, rice washed. When I boil the beef, it's cut into not too big size and it has minimal seasoning. So the basic thing is just put it on the stove, allow it to cook before you add water to it. I'm going to add thyme to the cooked beef. This is time for me to season it properly. Garlic powder goes in. Next thing is the black pepper. White pepper goes in. Because it wasn't well seasoned and I didn't have enough salt in it, I'm adding more salt. Curry powder. And the final thing which I'm going to add is vegetable oil. I'm going to about 2 teaspoons of oil, so the meat is well seasoned right now because it wasn't well seasoned before. I don't want a dry beef, so I want it moist. I'm going to add the stock I drained from the meat. It's a very good stir. Forgot to add the dry pepper, paprika, what have you, so I'll give it a thorough mix. I'm going to grill this, so I already have a baking pan tray that I have lined with baking paper. I've also oiled it. So in goes the meat. As I said earlier, I want it well seasoned and moist. So I'll just take the liquid from when I mixed everything together and add it to each piece of meat. If it's not enough, I'll just go ahead and add more stock to it. On and ready to be grilled in the oven. From the oven, you turn it to the other side and then you put it back in the oven at low heat for it to get done. I've got a pot on the stove. I'm going to add some vegetable oil to it. Once it is hot enough, I'm going to pour in the onions. 1, 2, 3, 4. This 4. I'm going to pour it in and reserve the habanero and the other chopped onions. I'm going to fry this till it becomes a little bit tender. So add half of the seasoning cube. I'm not using one, so I still have like 1.5 seasoning cube left. Give it a good stir. Emphasis is on fry. It has a lot of oil. placing it in a bowl to use later. I'm doing this because I don't want it overcooked. At the same time, I want it to be a bit tender, and besides, I don't want to use two pots. I just want to use one pot. So same pot with oil inside. I'll add a little bit to it, warm it up a bit. When it is warmed up, I'm going to add the remaining vegetables, the onion and the habanero pepper. Looks like some green and yellow pepper escaped, so just put it inside. This one's, I'm going to allow it to cook with it. Give it a good stir. At this point, I'm going to add the washed rice. The washed rice is just the normal rice, so I'll add it to it. I'm crushing the remaining seasoning cube. So I'm going to pour all the spices inside the rice. Give it a good stir. Make sure it's well fried. It is dry. It is dry. Look at it. See the pepper peeking out of it. Looks lovely. At this stage, I'm going to add the coconut milk. Okay. Give it a good stir. I'm going to add beef stock to it. You could add water or more coconut milk if you want to. Cover and allow to cook on medium to low heat. I want to add salt to it. I'm doing this so that the liquid gets to the bottom of the pot, since there isn't much oil inside it. The rice is done right now. It's perfect. I am going to add the mixed vegetables to it. As I said, it's a bit oily, so it's going to correct the lack of oil, or the lack of so much oil in the rice. So everything will just be perfect. Our coconut rice is done. Have your colors popping out of it. This is the final products. The beef is done. It is excellent, if I may say so myself. Not dry. Please try it.